So there are basic rules which we have to keep it in our mind before running the regression function using dummy variable. Number one is dummy variable should not be equivalent to m. So m is here categories. So in our example, we had three categories and the dummy variable should not be equivalent to those three categories. So you can see here y is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2, dummy variable 1, dummy variable 2, dummy variable 3. The basic rule is m minus 1. So there will be only two dummy variables d1 and d2, and we can run the regression function. And if the dummy variables equals the categories, and if you want to take three dummy variables and the category is also 3, what happens? Computer would refuse to run the regression. Even if you try also, sometimes the SPSS will not take, and you will not get the result. Sometimes you get the result, but because of the multi-collinearity, because of the d1 and d2, sometimes it may have relationship, sometimes d2 and d3 may have relationship. Because of multi-collinearity, one of the dummy variable will be excluded. So this happens. Why this happens? Because when the columns, that is the d columns horizontally equals the 17 ones, that means when we have 17 states and also there are three columns, that is dummy variable 1, dummy variable 2, dummy variable 3, and the values of 1 1 17 and the state 17 when equalizes, it's very difficult to run the regression in SPSS. Sometimes it may refuse, sometimes it will take, but the result will be wrong. Let us understand that in the SPSS practically. Now SPSS, so open data. So I have saved data which is there in the desktop. So dummy variable, okay. So you can see here in our previous example state, it was there per capita consumption, expenditure, household size, we have not done anything, we have kept it for the future class. Then dummy variable 1, dummy variable 2, that's it in our previous class. But to understand, in case if we take one more variable by violating the basic rule m minus 1, taking dummies equivalent to categories. So we have categories 3, south, east and northwest, and we are taking three dummy variables d1, d2, d3. So you can see d1, d2, d3 is three dummy variables, and if you want to see very specifically in the Excel, there are three, you can see d1, d2 and d3, okay, d1, d2, d3, where you can see d3 is the south, where Andhra Pradesh comes under south, Assam 0, Bihar 0, Chhattisgarh 0, Gujarat 0, Haryana 0, Jharkhand 0, everything is 0. Karnataka, Kerala is 1 and Tamil Nadu is 1. So there are 4 states under south, so we have given 1 1 1. So total when you count d1, d2, d3, you have 3 categories, 3 dummies, and when you count the 1 also, it is 17. As I said, when you run this in SPSS, sometimes you may not be able to run the regression, or sometimes the result will come which will not be the same what you got with the previous dummies, that means with the previous basic rule m minus 1. Now let us understand, or let us see the result of regression. So regression linear. So per capita consumption expenditure as a dependent variable, dummy variable 1 independent, dummy variable 2 independent. And in the last class we didn't take dummy variable 3 because of the basic rule. Now we are going to take dummy variable 3 as the independent. So we have 3 dummy variables, 3 categories, 3 dummy variables. So give OK. So in this we got the result. Now we have 1067 as a constant, dummy variable 1 we have minus 210, dummy variable 3 we have 30, and we can see the excluded variable is d2. So that's what I said, when you run the regression function, one dummy variable will be excluded, okay, will be excluded. So let us go back and see when you run the regression function in the SPSS with the basic rule m minus 1, you have beta 1, beta 2, d1, d2, where you have only two dummies. With that regression function, we get the result 1097.375, 241.042 d1, and 30.0889 d2. When we apply when we violate the basic rule of m minus 1, okay, then when we take all the three categories and three dummies, and when we run this regression function y is equal to beta 1, d1, d2 and d3, okay, then we get the result 1067.286, which is different. Here it is 1097, here it is 1067, 210.952 d1, here it is 241.042, and this 30.089 is d2, but here 30.089 is d3. So d2 is excluded, d2 is northwest, so it's excluded. So this result you get when you run this regression and when you violate the basic rule of m minus 1. And also this result we get because the d columns d1, d2, d3, where the 17 ones values are equivalent to 17 states what we have. So that is also one of the reason why d2 is excluded. So two things we have to keep it in your mind as a first point. First thing is, when we would like to run the regression function using dummy variables or qualitative variables, the basic rule is m minus 1. If we are violating that m minus 1, there are two possibilities. One is we will not be able to get the result because the computer may refuse it to give the result, or the second option is because of the multi-collinearity, one variable may be excluded. It can be d1, it can be d2, or it can be d3. Now, second point is we have to keep it in your mind that a concept called dummy variable trap. When the dummy variable trap happens, when we do not follow m minus 1 rule, okay, when we do not follow m minus 1 rule. So this is, you have not followed m minus 1 rule. When we are not following m minus 1 rule, we end up in a dummy variable trap. Clear? So when we are taking, let us take sex, male and female, and when we are taking two dummies, we are ending up with dummy variable trap. When we are taking color, black and white, basic rule is m minus 1, so we are supposed to take only one dummy variables, but if we take two dummy variables, we will end up in dummy variable trap. Dummy variable trap is nothing but when you violate the basic rule of m minus 1, so the computer will not allow you to run the regression function. Then the result what you get, it will be wrong, totally wrong, because the result what you got for the with the basic rule, it is different. What the result you get for the categories equal to dummies is also different. So you ultimately will end up in a trap. So that trap is called as dummy variable trap. Third thing is benchmark or Bayes. This already I have said in the last class. The category for which no dummy variable is assigned, okay, the category for which no dummy variable is assigned is called as a benchmark or Bayes. In our example, South is a category where we have not assigned any dummy variable. Okay, so beta 1 plus beta 2, d1, d2. d1 we assigned for east, d2 we assigned for northwest, and we have not assigned any dummy variable for south. So the category for which no dummy variable is assigned is south. So therefore b1 or beta 1 will become benchmark or Bayes. So what is the meaning of benchmark or base? We'll be comparing the northwest and also east with the benchmark value. Clear? So we'll be running this regression function. When we run this regression function, we got this result 1097.375 minus 241.042 d1 minus 30.089 d2. So this value we got with the basic rule m minus 1, and here the benchmark or base is 1097.375. So all the comparison are made in relation to benchmark category. We say the mean per capita consumption expenditure of east is lower by 241.042 than south, and mean per capita consumption expenditure of northwest is lower by 30.089 than south. So that's how we compare or that's how we interpret the regression function. Next one, fourth one is, in case if you want to avoid intercept, okay, if you want to avoid intercept, this is the regression function where you went with the basic rule m minus 1. But second one, you see there is no intercept, but there are 3 dummies. Okay, so you have d1, d2, d3, but you are compromised with the intercept. So with this, when you run the regression function, you will get the result. Okay, you will get the result in SPSS. So you have 2 options. Either you take m minus 1 as a rule and go with 2 categories and should have intercept. Otherwise, there should not be intercept, but you can take 3 categories. But both, if it is there, intercept as well as the categories, if it is there, it's very difficult to run. You will not get the result. So let us run this regression function without the intercept, and we'll see whether the answers are right or wrong. So now let us take the south. Now date file, open data, okay. So we have information as it is, that is states, per capita consumption, household size, dummy variable 1 and dummy variable 2. In this example, we don't have dummy variable 3. Okay, so we don't have dummy variable 3. So we have only 2 dummy variables. So actually we want 3 dummy variables. So let us take 3 dummy variables only. Okay, open. Now in this example, we have already entered dummy variable 1, dummy variable 2, dummy variable 3. Let us run the regression function. So we are going to run the regression function, that is per capita consumption expenditure as a dependent variable, dummy variable 1 independent, dummy variable 2 independent, and dummy variable 3 independent. Now go to option. Okay, so here there is option called include constant in equation. So we don't want intercept, correct? We don't want intercept because we are going to take 3 dummies. If we are taking 2 dummies, intercept is required, then we can run the regression function. But our category is 3, so we are going to take 3 dummies. We want to know the 3 dummies value, but we don't want intercept, because if we take intercept, the values will not be accurate. So just click on it, then continue, give OK. Now we can see D1, D2, D3, 856.33, 1067.286, 1095, 97.375. Let me copy these values in the PPT. So you get the result, that is y is equal to 856.33 D1 plus 1067.286 D2 plus 1097.375 D3. Same result what we got with this regression function beta 1 plus beta 2 D1 plus beta 3 D2. This result we got with this regression function y is equal to beta 2 D1 plus beta 3 D2 plus beta 4 D3, 3 dummy variables. So there is no intercept. So 1067.286 D2 is a dummy for east. So the mean per capita consumption expenditure is 1067.286. Then the northwest per capita consumption expenditure is 1097.375. Then the south is 856.33. So this is how you got the result for the regression function. Using this function you got the result. Now when it comes to the fifth point, method of introducing dummy variable, there are two methods. One is either you introduce a dummy for each category and omit the interceptor. Clear? So there are if there are 4 categories, you give 4 dummies and omit the interceptor. If there are parties like for example BJP, Congress and Janata Dal, there are 3 parties as an option. So you want to take 3 also, okay, give 3 dummies for 3 parties, then avoid intercept. That's the first method. Second one, include the intercept term but introduce only m-1 dummies. So if you want to include intercept, we have to go with the basic rule m-1. So there are 2 options. We can go with m, but only thing is we should avoid intercept. Second thing is, if you are going with m-1, we have to include intercept. These are the 2 options when it comes to the method of introducing dummy variables. So there are 5 things that we have to keep it in our mind. One is the m category should not be equivalent to dummies. Second one, dummy variable trap. If we do not follow m-1 rule, we will end up in dummy variable trap. Benchmark or base. So the regression function which the dummies which you are not assigned is called that value, or that beta is called as the benchmark or base. And if you want to avoid intercept, you can avoid, but only thing is you have to take the dummies for all categories. And method of introducing, where you have 2 options, either you go with intercept or you should not go with intercept. If you're going with intercept, then you should follow the rule m-1. Now next class we'll discuss on a topic, that is ANCOVA, analysis of covariance. Till now we discussed about ANOVA, analysis of variance, where we used only qualitative variables, and in this analysis of covariance model we'll be using both qualitative and quantitative variables.